in Brooklyn.
Oh.
And one of the tours was to take us to Manhattan neighborhood.
Yeah.
Victoria, I wanted to tell you that the Alliance for Community Media had a Northeast conference in Brooklyn.
Oh.
And one of the tours was to take us to Manhattan Neighborhood Network, where Manhattan Neighborhood Network featured its youth, what do you call it? Youth video?
Yeah, youth media department, the youth channel.
Yeah, and they featured that. That was a big thing for them.
Oh.
Okay.
When did you go there?
That would be in 2003 or 4.
Oh, wonderful.
I would say 4. And they took us by bus, great big bus, took us to Manhattan. That was quite an experience to go from Brooklyn to Manhattan in a bus.
Yeah.
Now, Victoria, tell me, you were at the youth media department, and then we don't know how you went to Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Oh, well, Youth Channel is a part of Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went from Global Action Project to Youth Channel.
Oh, okay, and now you're working for the Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
And then I decided after a year or two, I think it was a year in the Youth Channel, there was a promotions job that opened in the programming department. And I decided I wanted to make some M&N commercials and promote the channels. So I applied for that job and got it. And then about a year after that, my supervisor, her name was Melissa, she was the director of programming, she announced that she was leaving to go back to school to get her master's degree.
I remember Melissa.
Yeah, she's
I remember her
nice.
well. I used to hand my programs into her.
Oh, okay. She was at M&N for a very long time and decided to move on, and then she encouraged me to apply for her job. And I agreed, and I applied for the director of programming, and then that's how I became the director of programming.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So I had 3 different jobs at M&N.
Oh, would you put on your left directional? And would you watch very carefully when the cars come across this curve? Because you're going straight. And the cars come down there and they don't see you. Yeah, that's it. Very slowly. Do you see any cars coming, honey?
Nope, not yet.
Anybody coming?
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Oh, you just missed one. 3. You said 3 different jobs at Manhattan Net. Youth director, promotion, and director of programming.
Yes.
Now you're going to pull up here to the left. And you don't want to go into that.
Here?
No. When you see the falls and the picnic table, you see the fence? There's a wooden fence. Okay, you're coming. And...
Oh, I think I see. It's across from the ditch.
Yes.
The infamous ditch. Right down here.
Yes.
I'll let...
That's good. You're going to park off the road. There they are, folks. There's the falls.
Should I just park here?
Well,
or do I go down?
I think so. If you can back up a little.
Yeah.
And park in the shade. That's nice. There they are, folks. Can you hear them? Oh, Shay will love this. Well, Shay, we aim to please.
Yeah. Park over here in case somebody has to get into the driveway.
That's a road, I think.
Or road.
Actually, someday we ought to take that road and go down to the falls.
Oh, can we do that? Or
I think so. I've always wanted to.
Should we try that now, or you have your spot? We could go. We
Sure.
could do it after.
No, you can do it now.
Let's see where it leads us.
He leadeth me through all the Sweetest moon. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Shay really likes water.
Oh, that's nice. And so then you became the director of programming, and I would say that was what year? 2004?
Might have been 2005. I'm not sure.
Look at these old buildings falling apart.
Wow. Oh, this is somebody's house.
Oh, can't you keep going?
Which way?
It's supposed to go down to the falls. No, that's not going to the falls.
This is somebody's
Okay.
driveway.
And you don't, does it, and the road doesn't go any further?
No.
Oh, where's, so you can go up and turn. You don't have to be crowded. We're sorry, people. It's a nice house you have. What a
Yeah,
view you
it's
have of the
beautiful.
falls.
Oh no, I have to reverse. It doesn't go around.
There's a pretty blossom. Look
Yeah,
at these
this is a
buildings
great
falling
house.
down. They're falling down,
Yeah,
Victoria,
they
right in
need
front of
to
your
fix
eyes.
it. Old barnwood. It's like a chicken coop.
Poor chickens. Why'd they do that to them?
Wow, this would be nice to live here.
Right
next
on the
to
falls. Can you slow down,
Oh,
stop?
it looks like over there is
Yeah.
where
Could you get a picture for me, Victoria?
there's
Here.
a lot of people there, but maybe we'll just go to the first place.
There's a lot of people?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Just climbing on the rock. Can't really see it.
Thank you. So did we say that was 2004?
Probably 2005. Maybe even, yeah, maybe even 2006.
This is a high definition picture, Victoria, and is it ever sharp?
Yeah.
Well, we took the road. It didn't take us to the falls, did it?
Where's the picnic table? It's up here.
It may still be in storage, but no, there's a fence. See the wooden fence, honey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, park right there.
Right here.
No, down by the wooden fence. See, right here. Now,
Ah.
is the picnic table up?
No, but we have our chairs.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. And this is the old factory that used to keep Stuyvesant Falls going. It was a cotton factory and something else.
Do you want this cream?
Yes, please. You're not talking about your car. I've heard cars called crates. Boy, you can hear the falls. Look at this, Shay, water.
Okay.
I hear a dog.
Oh yeah. A Labrador retriever.
Oh, they're nice.
Oh, I think that's the road that goes down.
Oh, okay. So you have to get on this road over the bridge?
Yeah.
You have to go over the bridge?
Yeah, we'll do that after.
Good.
hungry.
Well, good.
Glad you brought lunch.
Good lunch. Let's turn the camera off while I put it on the tripod. Okay. Well, you're going to tell me about your work at Manhattan Neighborhood Network as a program director. I am doing your documentary. I'm doing a documentary of Victoria, the documentarian. So Vicki and I are going to sit right here, and Shay is having a wonderful time. Let me get the Joy Book. The Joy Book is my email to God. God, you direct your beautiful falls that you created. God, if you hadn't created water, we wouldn't have the earth. We wouldn't have people. We wouldn't have Shay Dog.
There's a dog swimming in the water over there.
I bet she's looking at it.
Yeah. She's envious. She wishes she was down there.
God, your world is so beautiful. I just love it. I just love the work you do. Tell me now about being director of programming at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which is public access for the borough of Manhattan.
I did that for about a year, and that's how I met Glendora, because I was the person who the producers would call to get their shows scheduled, or if they had any programming questions or concerns, they would call me. So I did that for about a year, and I learned a lot about working with people. And a lot of people and handling complaints. A lot of producers would complain, but also I learned that it was just very important to listen to what people have to say. And there's always a certain way to negotiate and work things out.
Well, this is true of Victoria. She is an excellent listener. And another thing I'd like to say about her is she is eternally good-natured.
Oh.
Very good-natured. You must get that from your family?
Yes, I get that from my family.
Your mother seemed to be that way.
Yes, my mother is great. My grandmother.
And she doesn't get angry, and she doesn't get upset. Also, when you were the program director, weren't you responsible for putting groups of programs on certain of the channels? You had 3 channels, 4 channels?
4 channels. And 4 channels, and they're 24 hours a day. Overnight they would program pre-tape things, so it was about 20 hours actually. 20 hours of original programming a day. There were 1,500 regular series producers, probably more now, and a lot of other producers who would just put specials on.
What was that number?
1,500 regular series producers.
Wow! Is that the biggest in the United States?
I think it's up there. I think it is one of the largest. Maybe Boston is also a large one, but Manhattan, as far as I know, is the best.
It's funny. Boston is also called the Boston Neighborhood Network.
Yeah.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just a coincidence, is it? Man,
I don't know. I don't know which one came first, or if they came at the same time.
And so let's just go over it. How many hours a month do you program public access in Manhattan?
How many hours a month?
Well, you're on the air 24 hours. I
Yeah.
guess it's 24 hours times 30 days.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be, hey, I got a thing right here. My goodness. Does that sound right?
Yeah, 680.
Hours of television.
Yeah.
Well, I hand it to you.
And all public access producers too, all community media. No corporations, no commercial networks or anything. Just regular people making extraordinary programming. Extraordinary people too.
And the Manhattan Neighborhood Network came to birth about 28 years ago.
35? Isn't it 35?
You had your 25th celebration.
Oh, yes.
And that was about 3 years ago.
28 years.
Nobody's 35, just Lenny and a few others.
Yeah. That's true.
And so anyway, you put some and put all the religious shows on one channel?
Oh yeah, there's Spirit was one of the networks. So the Spirit was the religious programming. Then there was Culture, which was dance and arts and things like that. Music. Yeah, and then there was the Community Channel, which was the youth channel, aired on that, and a lot of the community programming about community concerns.
Where did you put a chat with Glendora? Which channel?
I think you have not been moved, so I think you are channel 34. I think you're on the Community Channel.
Yeah, it is community.
Yeah, you're on the Community Channel. And then there was a Community, Culture, Spirit, and I think then there was like a global channel with a lot of the international programming.
That's you. You were global. You went to Hungary, you went to
Yeah,
Paris, you went to
yeah.
North
So a lot of
America.
the Spanish-speaking shows and the different, there was a Hungarian show. There are a few
Good.
Hungarian shows.
Really?
Since New York is such a diverse place, there was a lot of different language programming and different cultures, so refreshing.
The man said, folks, that what I don't like about the airlines is that I cannot afford to fly to Paris, Rome, and Hong Kong, but my luggage has been to all three. Oh, that's good. And what did
That's
you do?
funny.
And I have this to remember about Victoria. One time, James Burness and Kathy James Burness and Kelly Burness brought a law against Cablevision. And the court, the United States District Court in Nassau County, did their usual horrible non-justice job. And so they appealed the decision of the district court, and it would be from the Brooklyn Eastern District, but it was in Long Island. And they took it to the U.S. Court of Appeals, and on January 4th of the year 2007, we went down to support Kelly in her oral argument, and about 10 of us went. And my two friends down there, Suzanne McCormick, whose husband left her $23 million and she never saw a penny of it. It all went to Deutsche Bank and it all went to White and Case Law Firm. They stole it, along with what the Westchester Court stole of it. And so, and our friend Patrick, and so after we supported Kelly at the oral argument, Patrick and Suzanne took me up to Manhattan Neighborhood Network, which was on 59th Street over by 10th Avenue, wasn't it? 10th and 11th Avenue?
Exactly.
And I just went to pick up my tapes, and so I asked to see Victoria. And when you ask to see those people, you know, they don't respond. But Victoria came out to see me.
Yeah, I remember it was great.
That was nice.
Because we had spoken on the phone so many times. Then we finally met.
You saw that she was a real person.
Yeah.
And that was lovely. And that was nice. And
Yeah, it was a
Victoria,
lot of fun.
I don't think I ever told you, but I used to do a lot. On Glendora TV ads, I made a lot of commercials. And I used to have my commercials produced next door to the Manhattan Neighborhood Network in a place called ELA Studios, which was down in a basement. But they did do good production. And they did it at a price so that we could make a little bit of profit on our commercials. These were broadcast commercials now, folks. Channel 7, Channel 4, Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 9 in New York. The flagship stations of the network, WABC, WCBS, NBC. And Victoria, I would go by the building next to ELA, and it was a thing called Phoenix Studios, and it was the worst run-down building. It was sad to see how that place had been done. And I would go by it so often, and it became Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
Oh.
And
That same building.
that same building.
Wow.
And it was run down, terrible building. And now, of course, it's beautiful. They did a great job.
Yeah,
They did a great job.
they did. That building now is worth millions and millions, maybe like $11 million.
No, really.
But they won't sell it. That one on 59th Street, they're doing all luxury lofts they're building down there.
Oh, I know. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's worth like $11 million now, but Manhattan Neighborhood Network won't sell it.
Good.
Yeah, good for them.
Good for them. One day, I called up Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and I was talking to a young lady about my program, and she said, I have to go now. The building next to ours is caving in because they were doing the construction. And she says it's about to fall on us. Yeah, she meant that. It's about to fall on us.
Oh my
So
gosh.
she hung up and went.
That was before I worked there or after I worked there? Probably after.
Yeah, because they didn't start the apartments until after we worked there, did they?
No, they did start.
After we worked there.
They did start, but I don't know what stage they were
You
at.
see, it's right along the Hudson River.
Yeah.
It's right where Route 9, the West Side Highway, comes into Manhattan, or 57th Street, isn't it?
Yeah.
56th Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was one other thing I wanted to tell you, Victoria, I never told you. Shay, where's Shay?
She's over here.
She's okay?
Yeah.
She's done a good, didn't she, a good job?
Yeah.
Alexander Quint was the first executive director of the Manhattan Neighborhood Network when it was born. And all of a sudden, these evil people would go to public access operations and give them advice how to run it. And that evil organization was the National Association of Television Officers and Advisors. And they were in Washington, D.C. And they made millions going out. And all the information they gave these public access places was wrong. It was all illegal. And one thing they gave it was that don't have any outside area producers. I was an outside area producer. I lived in Westchester. And all of a sudden I got a notice that my program wasn't going to be on the Manhattan Neighborhood Network. And so I got my lawsuit started.
What year?
When did you, what's 25 years, what's 28 years ago from now?
That would be 80.
We'll make it 30. So it would be 1980?
80, yeah.
It would have to be 1980. So I was getting my lawsuit all ready. No, I didn't start suing people until 1987. All right, so
Oh, okay.
1990. And I went down to see Quinn, and I said, what is this that you're not going to cast the chat with Glendora anymore? And he said, oh yeah, we told our computer to take out everybody's name and address that wasn't in Manhattan.
Oh.
And I walked out of there and I came down to see Franklin, who was parked on the 23rd Street waiting for me. And I said, Franklin, I don't know whether to sue that guy or not. And but it was resolved because Cy Amlin was a vice president of ABC during the Fred Silverman days. And it was Fred Silverman who brought ABC and Good Morning America. The first time Good Morning America beat the Today Show. And so Cy Amlin became a very good friend of mine. And he lives on Riverside Drive. Think what that's worth.
Yeah.
And around 67th Street. In fact, he lives in the building where Babe Ruth died.
Oh my gosh.
And so Cy,
Wow.
ever since, as a Manhattan resident, has sponsored a chat with Glendora.
Wow.
And we never heard anything more of that. And eventually Alexander Quinn left.
Yes. Wow. So it's still the same sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
and Eleanor and Amber. Amber. Now tell us more about your work at the Manhattan Neighborhood Network as program director, and then how you made the leap from there to Troy.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I was working as programming director maybe for about a year. And I really enjoyed it, but I didn't really enjoy living in New York City that much. I did at first. I lived there for 8 years.
Yes, you did.
For a long time.
From Media, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so I liked Manhattan Neighborhood Network, but I didn't like the lifestyle of living in the city and having to work full time, and it was a lot of work. So I decided that I had met Andrew Lynn, who worked at the Youth Channel, and he became my boyfriend and partner. So we decided that we both wanted to leave New York City together, and went up to Troy, New York, up here, and started to